This is the NewGen 345S. NewGen are a British electric bike company, and every now and again you see a product and you think, where can I buy one of those? Well, when I saw this, that's exactly what I thought. This is their 345S, their flagship model. NewGen have kindly lent me this for a couple of weeks to test and review. Unfortunately, I've got to give it back, and spoiler alert, I'm a bit annoyed about that because this thing is amazing. What does it feel like to ride? It's really hard to explain. There's a really nice riding position. It's not really built for pedaling. I wouldn't say it's a pedal bike. The pedals are there for assistance if you do need it, but it's just sort of a cruiser. I feel like I'm riding, it feels like a motorbike. The handlebars are big and wide, and it just feels really, really nice to ride. There's no suspension on the back, so when you're going over really, really bumpy terrain, it can feel a little bit bumpy on the back side, but that cushion does soak up a lot of the vibrations, and you've of course got those big fat tyres on the back and the front as well to take any more of those bumps up. Everything about this just screams quality as well. The motor, obviously you can hear the motor a little bit. So it's not deadly quiet, but it's that really good quality Bafang motor which will power you along no problems at all, takes up most hills. The suspension is about as plush as you can get. It's like motorcycle suspension. It's so smooth, very nice compression. It's adjustable as well if you want to change the compression. Just really good front end on this. Feels really good and really responsive. Not too soft, so it does handle really well. The grips are really nice. They're like ODI grips. I don't think they are, but they're just really, really nice quality grips on this bike. And also the levers, those of course Magura brakes, are just amazingly powerful. It's 2-pot on the front, which means you've got 2 pressure points on the disc. So they're really, really powerful, and the brake levers are just, you only have to use one finger just to press it. So good. Gear shifter feels good. It's thumb and finger for trigger up and down. The accelerator is really nice and responsive. You use your thumb on the left hand side for triggering the accelerator. Everything about this bike just feels really nice. It was really important to NewGen that everybody knew about the regulations as well. It's important that you know that this bike isn't road legal. It's only strictly for off-road use. But they built it because there's a customer demand for it. People want more power. People want the ability to go further. So that's why it's available. You have to know the regulations. 15.5 miles an hour is the limit on UK roads. I'm riding all this test off-road and on private land. 250 watts is the limit. This of course is 750 watts. It's a really powerful motor, capable of like 21, 22 miles an hour. So you have to be careful. It's there. NewGen obviously can't stop you from riding it wherever you want to ride, but you just have to be aware of the law. If you want to buy an EU and UK law-abiding bike, then they do make a 250 watt model. Exact same bike, just with the 250 watt motor, and then it's limited to the 15.5. It cuts out and you have to do a bit of pedaling. So the options there. NewGen are very upfront about it. It's all on the website. Make sure you know the rules, and make sure you do know where you can and can't ride these bikes. So just to make you aware of that fact. Let's give you all the tech specs you know all about this particular model. It's got a 48 volt 14 amp hour battery, charges in about 5 hours via the included charger. The battery does slide out the back as well if you want to charge it in the house, or if you want to charge it in the garage you can leave it in the bike, that's fine. It comes with 2 keys included that unlocks the battery, so you can slide it from underneath the seat. The motor is a 750 watt Bafang motor or a 250 watt on the road legal version. It's very well known and very well used motor in the industry. You get about 30 to 40 miles range on the 750 watt model, and on the 250 watt model, the road legal version, you get about 40 to 50 miles range. The brakes, like I mentioned, are unbelievable. Magura MT4E 2-piston 180mm rotors on these. Really powerful brakes. You're having no problems with the stopping power with this bike. The front fork is non-branded, but it's one of the best forks, not only on an electric bike I've tested, but on a bike full stop. You will not be disappointed with the fork. It's got a lockout for more control. If you're riding on firm roads, you can lock it so it doesn't bounce. Also, it's got that adjustable control as well. It has got a cadence sensor, which is probably the only disappointing thing about a bike of this price. Sometimes the cadence sensors on some cheaper electric bikes can actually be a little bit jerky. There's a bit of a delay in the reaction to the motor, but this one feels very smooth. There's none of that. The throttle is very, very responsive, and you don't get any sort of jerkiness. So yeah, a torque sensor can be a lot better sometimes, but this particular cadence sensor they're using and the way they've got the bike set up does feel very smooth indeed when you're riding it. It says on the spec sheet that it's a stealth minimal display, but I really like the display. It's one of the best ones I've seen. It's colour display. You get haptic feedback when you change the different modes, which is a really nice thing. I feel like that's really nice to have, so you know that you're actually changing the modes when you're clicking the buttons. The light controls are on there. You hold the plus button down to turn the lights on and off, and they're really powerful front and rear lights on this, so you're going to be seen in the dark, no probs. The 250 version comes with really nice slick fat tyres, which are better for road use and commuting. The 750 version comes with sort of more knobbly tyres for off-road use, and there are some limited editions. So that board, the wood board underneath, the luggage board, which is made by that skateboard manufacturer in East London, they do some special editions where there's different colours and stuff like that. There's a Peckham edition, so they're all London themed. It comes in black or chrome as well, the bike, so there's a couple of different colours you can buy it in. So overall, as you expect for a bike at this price, the specs are really impressive. Yeah, they've got nothing really bad to say about the specs on this bike. So who is this bike for? Well, if you get the 250 version, you of course could commute on this. It's so comfortable. If you've got a commute of like 10 miles or something around London, then you could commute on this, do your shopping on this, go around, just chill, hang, go travel with your mates, go around the town, because this thing is so cool. It's such like a real head turner. It looks really cool. If you want the 750 version and you're somebody that lives by loads of really nice bike trails or open parks that you can just take this on for rides and stuff with your family, then the 251 is really fun. I'm lucky where I live because I've got lots of places like that around here. I can go on canal paths, so I can go on private roads, I can go down bike trails that lead out to woods and of the surrounding areas. Loads of stuff like that around by me like this. Overall, man, it's such fun. You can just take this thing anywhere, and yeah, it's great. It really is fun. So much fun, you don't want to stop riding. I called this video Best of British, and I stand by that comment. This is an amazingly good quality, sturdy, reliable electric bike. It's not cheap for the price of 2650 for the 750 watt and 2490 for the 250 watt. So whichever model you go for, you're paying for what you get though. It really is good high quality stuff, and you cannot complain about the finishing gear that you get on this electric bike. The seat itself is made by a British motorcycle brand. The wooden shelf underneath is custom made by an East London skateboard company. So everything about this bike, like I've said before, just screams good quality, and if you decide to grab one, you won't be disappointed, I guarantee. That's it for this video. If you want to go and check out NewGen or think about buying one of these bikes, then there is a link in the description down below. That's not an affiliate link. This is not a sponsored video. This is just a genuine endorsement of this product. I've been riding it for 2 weeks now. It is absolutely fantastic. That is just a link to their website if you want to go and check them out, show them some love. I will link everything down below, including their Instagram and my Instagram, if you want to go and give us a follow over there. Make sure you do subscribe. It really does help the channel out. Press the bell so you don't miss any future uploads. We've got lots of e-bikes on the way. Tech uploads every single week, so I really appreciate you spending the time to watch this video. And thanks to NewGen for lending me the bike for a couple of weeks, and really sad that I've got to send it back, but these things happen. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, guys. See you soon. Bye.